good afternoon to all. We're here at the Sawai Man Singh Stadium. You join us for this T20 between the Rajasthan Royals and the Punjab Kings. My name is Adam Gilchrist, and back again with me today is Michael Atherton, Mel Jones, and the one and only Ali Mitchell.
Thanks for such a warm introduction. I'm sure I don't need to tell you just how much I'm looking forward to the day's play.
Thanks, Alison. Let's now head out to the middle to join the captains for the toss.
Could have gone either way on that call, but I reckon bowling first is the sensible call. Put the batters under early pressure and hopefully get the breakthrough.
Oh, it's a loud crowd as the players make their way out. Some really strong players on both sides, capable of scoring quick runs, big hits, and the bowlers, they'll be looking to take quick wickets. The pitch, that should provide a fantastic contest. Opening ball coming up. We're about to get underway and already the crowd is up and about. This is looking to be a great day of cricket. Great shot through the gap.
It just looks so easy. Gets onto the front foot and eases through the ball. I can just stand and admire that shot.
Don't need to do anything special. Line and length is the key here. Couldn't get it through the field. Misses everything. Flex that one, simple as you like inside the ring. Got that away nicely. End of the over. The Royals are 6 for none. Thakur, the right-arm medium bowler, is coming into the attack from the Garganash Temple end. Oh, nicely done. That's gone fine. And well before.
Well, you sometimes just have to stop and admire batting like that. Gets onto the front foot early, well-timed, and 4 runs.
Yeah, it can be very disheartening seeing good deliveries smacked around. Sometimes, though, you just got to accept it and move on. Can't get that outside the ring field. Lovely cover drive, but straight to the extra cover fielder. Massive outside edge. Got to follow up that last delivery. Found the edge, but no reward, but putting pressure on the batter. Glanced away nicely, but fine short, fine leg. GeForce, stand and deliver. Holds the pose as the ball goes straight over the bowler. 6 more.
Well, that's what you pay your entrance money for. It's flown into the crowd. A brilliant shot off the front foot. No need to move.
The right armour is coming on to bowl from the Van Vahar colony end. Doesn't beat the infield. Ticking the scoreboard over really nicely at the moment. Goes over the top with that shot. Nicely fielded out deep on the boundary. Five runs added in that over. The Royals, 22 for none. Thakur from the Garganash Temple end. Power and precision in that shot.
Showed good composure to wait on that slower ball and find room to get the 4 runs. Just a fantastic shot.
Shreyas, I don't think, will be too happy with their bowler at the moment. Edged it. Time to follow up after such a great delivery. Pitch it on a length is obviously the way to go. Finds the edge. Time to keep the pressure on now. Great ball, that last one, to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot. Finds the fielder with that shot. Massive outside edge.
Well, didn't time that at all, but managed to get it away to the boundary.
Over the Royals, 31 for none.
Can he come back with a dot ball?
Huge. That has flown.
The runs are starting to come now. Really good shot for 6. This innings is starting to build.
Do they go full? Do they go short? A lot to ponder this delivery after the boundary. Nice shot, but straight to gully. Thick edge. Let's just see if they can get that ball up into the slot as before. It's so crucial. You've got to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure. Big edge. Huge edge. Driven on the onside, but straight to mid-wicket. Was quick onto that in the infield. 7 runs added there. The Royals are 38 for none.
Good batting, lovely timing. Hardly even leant on it. Was always headed for the boundary.
I'd like to see them just aim for the top of off now. As a bowler, you've got to make them play on your terms. Goes over the top with that shot. Square cut, finds point, no run. Nicked it. Needs to be on target. With the completion of that over, we see the fielding restrictions finish.
The captain can now put 5 fielders outside the circle.
That's high. Is there enough on it? There is. Add that maximum to the scoreboard. Thank you very much. That last ball isn't something you want to repeat of. You don't want to be giving away easy runs.
Well, that ball has been hit. It's flown into the crowd. To get that much power coming forward onto the front foot is just ridiculous.
Getting nice and settled at the crease now. Would have to be very happy with that last shot. Drive straight down the ground, mid-on, will collect that one though. Lovely cover drive, straight to the extra cover fielder. Well, that was a struggle, getting smacked all over the park. The left-arm pace bowler is coming into the attack from the Garganash Temple end. Perfectly timed. Wow, that's missed the lot. Massive outside edge. No, terrible shot. Straight to the fielder at long off. The batter thought they might have cleared the fence there for a moment, but it's fallen short. Oh, great work, held their nerve while the ball was in the air, and they've taken a good catch.
Well, the end of a productive innings. It didn't quite ignite into fireworks as we would have hoped, but still solid work.
Yeah, big opportunity. They've worked really hard in recent weeks. They should have the confidence to build an innings and get a big score on the board. Straight drive, mid-off, will cut that one off. End of the over, 3 off it. The Royals, 60 for 1. Singh, the left-arm pace bowler, is coming into the attack from the Van Vahar Colony end. edged it. Finds the edge. Thick edge.
Flashed at it. Didn't time it well, but got enough to get it to the boundary.
Can't afford to go too full again. It does help to switch up your deliveries just to keep them guessing. Nicked it. Misses everything.
Good footwork behind the stumps, taking it cleanly. No interest, though, from the batter.
Punjab managed to keep the batters pretty quiet in that over. We're certainly seeing some very good bowling. Jansen from the Garganash Temple end. That is quite extraordinary. Sampson, don't do it to them like that. What a shot.
Well, that's a waste of a delivery. Absolutely no trouble getting onto it and dispatching it for 6.
Tried something a bit different last delivery, and the captain shouldn't mind that too much. If they get it right, they just might get that wicket. Couldn't get it through the field. Nice shot, straight to gully. Glanced away nicely, but fine short, fine leg. End of the over, 10 runs from it. The Royals are 78 for 1. Doesn't beat the infield. Huge edge. Just got to follow up that last delivery. Found the edge, but no reward, but putting pressure on the batter. Beautiful catch. Oh, great work. Held their nerve while the ball was in the air, and they've taken a good catch.
Two down, the long walk back to the pavilion for them. This could be a huge swing of momentum.
A difficult period as they come to the wicket. They'll take plenty of time to settle themselves in before facing their first ball. Massive outside edge. Edged it. Over. The Royals are 79 for 2. Big dive from the fielder, tremendous catch. What a catch.
The trudge back to the pavilion. A disappointing display in the end for someone with such batting skills. This one goes down as a fail.
The field will come up now, you'd think. Pressure should be on as the new batter strides to the middle. They'll be looking for another quick wicket. Ticking the scoreboard over really nicely at the moment. The Royals weren't given much of an opportunity there. A very tidy over. Singh from the Van Vahar colony end. Nice shot, pierces the infield.
There's the drive down the ground. Cracking stroke.
Shreyas, I don't think, will be too happy with their bowler at the moment. Pulled away, but straight to square leg. Finds the fielder with that shot. Punjab needs this sort of rhythm to be maintained. A good over.
92 for 3.
Edge, but it drops safely. Let's just see if they can get that ball up into the slot as before. It's so crucial. You've got to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure. Big edge. Time to follow up after such a great delivery. Pitch it on a length is obviously the way to go. Great shot.
Just sheer power off the back foot. Don't need to worry about running.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have to be very happy with that last shot. Huge edge. 6 runs added in that over. The Royals are 98 for 3. Going with pace now. Great shot. It was a good length to try that, and they did that with maximum results. 6 more.
Just missed the line. Not the worst delivery, but that was dispatched with interest. Everyone just watched that in awe.
Delivery just needs to be pitched up on a length. Too short, and you're going to get punished on this pitch. That's got a flight number attached to it. That ball has gone a long, long way.
Extra width gives them a free swing at the ball. gone a long way back.
The shot's certainly being played at the moment. Some good batting mixed in with a little bit of good fortune. 2 boundaries and 2 balls. Massive outside edge. Time to keep the pressure on now. Great ball, that last one, to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot.
Played that beautifully. Saw the short one and got out of the way. No more of those in this over.
Thick edge. Always difficult to focus after what happened last ball, but you just got to stay positive and believe the wicket's going to come. End of the over, 20 runs coming from it. The Royals are 118 for 3. Thakur coming into the attack from the Garganash Temple end. Finds the edge. Oh, that's a great shot early on, wide of cover. And that'll give him a bit of confidence early on. May pull up short of the boundary though. Yeah, it can be very disheartening seeing good deliveries smacked around. Sometimes though, you just got to accept it and move on. Nicked it. Punjab with a strong appeal. That should be given. And gone. That's a fantastic catch.
That was a very good knock in the end. I'm sure a few more runs would have been better, but this has been a good innings.
New batter comes to the crease. Never an easy time to come into bat after the fall of a wicket. Two straight. It's just been helped on its way for a maximum. Fine shot there.
Well, that ball has been hit. It's flown into the crowd. To get that much power coming forward onto the foot is just ridiculous.
Smashed all over the park. I wonder if the captain will stick with them.
Been some really good overs strung together. They've taken some risks, along with some good running. A very good total is on the way.
Stoinis from the Van Vahar colony end. Big edge. Drilled that one away.
Well, he can't fault that shot. Nicely played, and it was 4 runs all the way.
Boundary last ball. What's to come this delivery, I wonder. Massive outside edge. Goes over the top with that shot.
Well, what a lovely shot. It flew to the boundary. That's clearly not the type of delivery to be bowling here.
Don't need to do anything special. Line and length is the key here. Great shot. Pulled straight to backward square leg though. Great shot. Gets a hold of that and places it through square leg. That's the over. The Royals are 144 for 40. This bowler knows how to give the ball an almighty tweak. Let's see how they go. Power and precision in that shot.
Well, these are the sorts of shots you just stand and admire. Gets onto the back foot and rolls the wrists to keep control and find the boundary.
That last ball isn't something you want to repeat of. You don't want to be giving away easy runs. Too good. That is huge.
Well, enough leverage there to get a good swing of the arms under it to get it over the rope.
Two boundaries in a row. Time to focus back to line and length. Whacked away.
You can't hit the ball much better than that. Timed it to perfection.
Don't always mind getting hit for runs. What's important, just focus on getting the next delivery right. Oh boy, that's a maximum. I want to know how far that's gone. Came right off the meat of the bat.
You give that much width and you are asking for trouble. That was so well timed, it flew over the boundary.
Hetmeyer has gotten the big shot away this over. Now they can focus on playing the next ball on its merits. Great shot, rode the ball up with him and cuts through point.
A lovely shot off the back foot. The shorter ball having no joy and getting dispatched for 4 runs.
I'd like to see them just aim for the top of off now. As a bowler, you've got to make them play on your terms. End of a high-scoring over. Beautiful batting. After hitting the boundary that many times, there's high confidence out in the middle. Going with spin now. Edge, but it drops safely. That's fine work by these two, putting the pressure back onto the fielders. Just got to follow up that last delivery. Found the edge, but no reward, but putting pressure on the batter. Nicked it.
And that brings up the 50 partnership for these two.
You just can't hit it any better than that. Beautiful shot. No chance at all for the fielders.
The last one helped the scoring rate, making their intentions for this innings. Over the infield with a cracking shot.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was no point chasing that.
Back-to-back boundaries. Can they make it 3 in a row and really put the bowler on the back foot? Edged it. Beautiful timing there off the front foot. It's racing away. The fielder out in the deep has some serious work to cut it off.
Errs on the side of bowling slightly fuller, and they've been put away.
Last over of this innings, no point defending now.
That's just a brilliantly aggressive shot. Gets onto the front foot and it's flown over the boundary.
Do they go full? Do they go short? A lot to ponder this delivery after the boundary. Oh, don't worry about chasing that. That might be on the roof. A killer blow. And that's consecutive sixes.
A good innings, that's 50. A simple raise of the bats. Thumbs up to their batting partner and they're ready to go again.
Oh, what else do they have in their bag of tricks? Just not much seems to be working at the moment. That's gone for 6. That is a huge one. Hetmeyer, it's plenty from these bowlers.
6, 6, 6. They've got 3 in a row now. Fabulous power, fabulous timing too.
I didn't feel there was too much wrong with that last delivery. They just need to keep the ball in the right areas and the rewards will come. Oh, that's been heaved away and punished over the rope. That's a brute of a maximum.
Well, that's what you pay your entrance money for. It's flown into the crowd. A brilliant shot off the front foot. No need to move.
Shreyas, I don't think, will be too happy with their bowler at the moment. That is huge, enormous, massive, gigantic. Take your pick.
Hit that so hard. Pressed forward, got the body shape right and launched it. One for the textbook.
Maxwell shouldn't be too worried about that last ball. They've got them playing their shots. Just need to tighten their areas now. Glanced away there. It's in the gap. There should be a couple of runs here at least.
That was just a super shot. The delivery was fine, great line and length, but just put away.
Really good innings comes to an end. That's going to be a tough total to chase. Someone's going to need to step up with a big score. This is a very defendable total. The openers will need to get their eye in very quickly and get the scoreboard ticking over if they have any chance.
Archer coming in.
Can't get that outside the ring field. Down the ground, but hits the stumps. Unlucky there, but they should scamper through for a cheeky single. Massive outside edge. Let's just see if they can get that ball up into the slot as before. It's so crucial. You've got to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure. Lovely cover drive, straight to the extra cover fielder. End of the over, 4 off it. Punjab, a 4 for none. The right arm medium bowler is coming into the attack from the Garganash Temple end. Was quick onto that in the infield. Nicked it. Yeah, they've gone up here. There's no debate about that one. Wow, what a catch. Absolute screamer. Diving away to the side and keeping his balance as well.
Such a disappointment. A lot of people here at the ground would have been looking forward to seeing this innings. As it is, they've got to walk back, barely troubling the scorers. He's got their tail up.
Trace, stand and deliver. Holds the pose, the ball goes straight over the bubble line. 6 more.
Well, they've faced 1 ball and scored 6 runs. Can't be much more efficient than that.
Can't afford to go too full again. It does help to switch up your deliveries, just to keep them guessing. Straight to the fielder. Edged it. Seven runs added in that over. Punjab are 11 for 1.
They just dropped off a bit that second over. Need to maintain the intensity.
Archer from the Van Vahar colony end. Straight drive, mid-off, will cut that one off.
Timing on that shot was just perfect. Brilliant shot. It was a boundary the moment it hit the bat.
This delivery just needs to be pitched up on a length. Too short, and you're going to get punished on this pitch. The batter's made a bit of a meal of that delivery. Perfectly timed.
What a great shot that was. Onto the front foot really quickly. No stopping that one.
Just need to keep it simple. Line and length. Roundabout off stump. That'll force a mistake. Square cut. Finds point. No run. Couldn't get it through the field. Finds the edge. That's the end of a very good over. Great pressure being placed on the batters here. Over the infield with a cracking shot. Massive outside edge. Time to keep the pressure on now. Great ball, that last one, to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot. Big edge.
Threw the hands at it, got it early, but enough on it to get 4.
Always difficult to focus after what happened last ball, but you just got to stay positive and believe the wicket's going to come. Doesn't beat the infield. Huge edge. Time to follow up after such a great delivery. Pitch it on a length is obviously the way to go. Caught. Thought that was sailing over, but grabbed right on the boundary. Straight to cover point for an easy catch.
An innings that promised much and really, in the end, delivered very little. Pretty disappointing all round.
And with that wicket, we'll see a change out in the middle. The task here will be that of support and getting themselves settled into their innings. Tikshana into the attack now from the Van Vahar colony end. Shot. Land back and punch through the gap in the offside, and that'll be 4.
That was a solid shot, really well played. Ball was dropped just a little shorter, and a great shot off the back foot.
Yeah, it can be very disheartening seeing good deliveries smacked around. Sometimes, though, you just got to accept it and move on. Drilled that one away. Stoinis taking guard. Has been playing really well in recent matches. Certainly needs to bring their A game today. Perfect, right out of the middle and bludgeons that one to the boundary.
Picks up 4, a lovely shot. A pretty good ball too. They're seeing it well out there at the moment.
Good contest here at the moment. 4 off the last ball. It'll be interesting to see how the bowler can respond. Beats the field with a great shot.
4 runs. They were so still at the crease. Just a slight movement forward. Fabulous shot.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have to be very happy with that last shot. Great shot. Pulled straight to backward square leg though. And caught. That's just superb. Oh, great work. Held their nerve while the ball was in the air, and they've taken a good catch.
So that's the 3rd wicket down. Not a happy person walking off the field. There's a real feeling of disappointment.
Lots of pressure coming in to bat. They'll have to wait just a little bit longer to face their first ball, though. Sharma from the Garganash Temple end. Thick edge. Cuts that off well in the infield. Lovely cover drive, straight to the extra cover fielder. Finds the fielder with that shot.
pitched.
Great shot. It was a good length to try that, and they did that with maximum results. 6 more.
That ball has been hit. It has flown into the crowd. To get that much power coming forward on the front foot is ridiculous.
6 runs out of there. Punjab are 46 for 3.
5 fielders now allowed outside the circle.
Straight to cover point for an easy catch. Simple as you like, the batter didn't bother to look at more than one delivery in that over.
Well, was that a lazy shot or a good piece of bowling? And the field was set and they fell for it. Out for a duck.
Before that wicket, the new batter comes charging out to the crease. They're quick to take guard and face up. Collects that one, simple as you like, inside the ring. Finds the edge. Just got to follow up that last delivery. Found the edge, but no reward, but putting pressure on the batter. Swept away, but finds the fielder. That's the end of the over. 2 runs added. Punjab are 48 for 4. Hasaranga, the spinner, coming into the attack. Track. Head was completely still, and they struck that hard, high, and long for 6.
Well, enough leverage there to get a good swing of the arms under it to get it over the rope.
That last ball isn't something you want to repeat of. You don't want to be giving away easy runs. They'll push hard, should get back for 2. Does very well to quickly get across to this one. they've done it again. They're taking everything out of the top shelf this match. What a catch.
Starting to get interesting now. That's the 5th wicket, and a very frustrated person is heading back to the pavilion.
Coming to the wicket, they'll be looking to play within the V early and expand as they get settled. Tikshana from the Van Vahar colony end.
Left alone and easily through to the keeper.
Drive straight down the ground. Mid-on will collect that one, though. Across the stumps and a flick of the wrist. It's wide of square leg. Could be 4. Great shot through the gap. Goes over the top with that shot. Singh ready to face their first ball. Really needs to settle quickly and see if they can get the ball into the gaps. It's a nice sweep shot, but finds the fielder at square leg. Well, that was another good over. You can see the frustration growing on the batters. Massive outside edge. Let's just see if they can get that ball up into the slot as before. It's so crucial. You've got to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure. Shreyas wants a fair piece of this bowler. Driven again. In the air this time, but it's 4 more.
It just looks so easy. Gets onto the front foot and eases through the ball. They can just stand and admire that shot. How will he reply?
Lovely cover drive, straight to the extra cover fielder. Six runs added in the over. Punjab 68 for 5.
Required run rate is climbing. They're hovering around 6 to 7 and over. They need to start taking some risks. Just a little bit of room given, and the power was immense. That's flown over the boundary. A good innings, that's 50. A simple raise of the bats. Thumbs up to their batting partner, and they're ready to go again.
The whole team's gone up here. What's the umpire going to say?
Really getting to the tail enders now. 6th wicket gone. There's not a lot left in this lineup.
No, it's a long way to walk out there just to turn around and walk straight back. They'll just want to get this first run behind them and then push on. Couldn't get it through the field. Edged it. Straight to the fielder. 9 runs added there. Punjab a 77 for 6. Tikshana back on now. Great shot through the gap. Misses everything. Oh, now then, that's high in the air. Batters should get a few here.
How easy was that? A pickup drive all the way for 6.
Feel there was too much wrong with that last delivery. They just need to keep the ball in the right areas and the rewards will come. No, no, no. Terrible shot. Massive outside edge. 9 runs added in that over. Punjab are 86 for 6. Parag from the Van Vahar colony end. Edged. Time to keep the pressure on now. Great ball, that last one, to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot. Nicked it. Time to follow up after such a great delivery. Pitch it on a length is obviously the way to go. Lovely bowling. Lovely cover drive straight to the extra cover fielder. 5 runs added in the over. Punjab a 91 for 6. Hasaranga back into the attack. Edge, but it drops safely. Wide of extra cover and away goes the ball to the boundary.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was no point chasing that.
Boundary last delivery. Is that the sign they're trying to push the run rate? Finds the edge. End of the over. 9 runs coming from it. Punjab are 100 for 6. The right armour is coming into the attack from the Van Vahar colony end. Pulled away and into the gap. Could be 4 more. That's gone. Couldn't ask for an easier catch. Oh, great work. Held their nerve while the ball was in the air, and they've taken a good catch.
They find themselves 7 wickets down. It's about now you need someone to stand up and stick around at the crease.
And with that wicket, the new batter will mark centre. Just needs to rotate the strike early on as they get settled into their innings. Edged it. The Royals with a massive shout. Out. Nicely done by the keeper.
This innings just cut short before it really flourished. It really looked like it'd be moving on to a big, big score, but not to be.
A lot of pressure coming to the crease. Not had the best of weeks leading up to this game, so I want to show everyone their strength. That's the over. Punjab, 103 for 8.
Middle overs haven't been kind. They've been bogged down and required rates has climbed.
Sparrow coming back into the attack has done well so far. Great shot through the gap. Collects that one, simple as you like inside the ring. Doesn't beat the infield. The over comes to an end. Not many runs coming off it. Both sides need to inject some life into this match.
Runs have been at a premium this middle portion of the match.
Rana from the Van Vahar colony end. Goes over the top with that shot. Gone. Played all around that one. What a delivery.
That's number 9 down. The bowling's been good so far. The 10th shouldn't be too long in coming, you'd think.
Now, great opportunity to prove the critics wrong. Certainly needs to build an innings for the team. Cut away and through the gap. Lovely shot. Might be 4.
Got it away for 4. Backward of point very nicely.
I'd like to see them just aim for the top of off now. As a bowler, you've got to make them play on your terms. Perfect, right out of the middle and bludgeons that one to the boundary.
Errs on the side of bowling slightly fuller, and they've been put away.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have to be very happy with that last shot. Nearly gets the edge. Rana with a great delivery there. great over and a good chance that's finally swung the match in their favour. It's a long way back now for the batters. Archer coming on, obviously hoping the pace will cause some trouble. Beats the outside edge. Good bowling there. Great shot, pulled straight to backward square leg though.
Good footwork behind the stumps, taking it cleanly. No interest, though, from the batter.
Really wound up for that. Ball seemed to come onto the bat quicker than he thought. Gone, great catch. Safe pair of hands to get the win.
The Royals get the final wicket. A brilliant bowling display to take the 10 wickets and the victory.
Well, that was a very one-sided contest. The result was never really in depth.